What's going on, guys? It's Inspector Freck here, and today I'm bringing you something a little different. Um, I know you guys are probably wondering by the title what this is all about. Today is a day of significance to me. This day is April Fool's, April 1st, as you guys know, and this day a year ago, exactly. Well, not quite exactly. I'm doing this at 1 o'clock in the morning, but this day exactly a year ago, I went in for surgery on my collarbone, as you're popping up an image now. And the first image you're seeing here is image of my collarbone broken in broken in a place and overlapping. I'll get to exactly what happened in a minute. As you see, the second picture right now is a close-up of that same exact picture. But what happened was I was a football player. I'm 22 years old. Out of high school, I met my fiance, and we moved in together. She's from the Philly area. I'm from New Jersey. We met at summer work place, a place we worked together during the summer after I graduated in 2008. And when I was living with her, I ended up having a buddy of mine who I went to high school with, and who ended up dating my sister too when he was in high school. And he was living out in where I live now, the area, and he played. He was living with his dad because he grew up without his dad for some reason. And he told me one day when I was talking to him on the phone, "Yo, they play semi-pro football out here. You should come out and try out with me." I said, "Cool." So I went out here. I moved in with him, and I gave this whole football thing a try. And first year I played, I ended up being. By the way, as you get these next few pictures you see here are the pictures of my dressing on, the bandages and whatnot. First year I ended up playing cornerback. In high school, by the way, I played quarterback and safety. For you European guys or people who don't know exactly anything about American football, go ahead and Google it. It's the best thing I could tell you. For you American guys, my play style was, if you guys go watch Colt Brennan. If you guys remember him or you guys don't know him, Google him, YouTube him. That's the way I played. But went to this team, tried out. They already had a quarterback, so I played safety. I ended up getting concussion that year and missing a good amount of the season. But next year, my son was born, so I ended up moving back in with my fiance, my now fiance, and having our son. And we had our son, and as soon as after he was born, we decided we were moving back up here, and I was gonna play football again. And this time I found a team with a need for a quarterback, and I went out and played quarterback. And my very first game, very first drive, third play in, first two plays we ran, I think a counter play and an off tackle. Third play was 3rd and long, and I ran a play action play. My running back ran into me. He ran the wrong way, and the ball ended up going to the ground. I picked it up, and I'm a fairly mobile quarterback, and tried to make a run for it, get the most I could. And that turned out to be a bad idea. I was greeted by two 6'4", about 260-pound linebackers. Hit me from my right side onto my left, and this broken collarbone was the result of it. I broke my collarbone completely in half, as you guys saw, and I ended up going to the hospital. The doctor in the emergency room said I do not need surgery, and I'm going to put this picture close up back up again here. And as you can see, you don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to even be in high school to tell that needs surgery. But I went to my parents because I was in an extreme amount of pain, and Danielle couldn't take care of Joey and me at the same time because I couldn't really move. And we went down there for a little bit of help, just to take some stress off of her a little bit. And my mom ended up seeing X-rays once and saying, "No, I'm not buying their shit up there. We're going to a doctor. Let's go." And we went to the doctor's office, and the doctor said, took one look. He didn't even look at there's 3 X-rays. He didn't even look at the second one. He took one look and said, "Well, let's go up to the hospital and find out when we can get you scheduled for surgery." And I said, "Cool story. Let's go." And got in surgery. April 1st, and surgery went well. I don't remember a damn thing. If anyone hasn't had surgery and you're wondering what it's like, last thing I remember is being wheeled into. For some reason, the operating room is relatively blue, like kind of like a sky blue. It wasn't a bright blue, but it was kind of like a faded blue. I don't know. Regardless, I remember looking around in a blue room with a bunch of people in scrubs, and then I remember waking up with, for some reason, I don't know if it was the anesthesia or whatever, but when you wake up from surgery, you have, well, I did anyway. I had no voice. I could not speak. I was laying there going, "Where am I?" I didn't remember shit. I didn't even remember I broke my collarbone. I'm sitting there, "Where am I? Where am I?" And I was as quiet as a mouse. You couldn't hear me. I was trying to yell at the top of my lungs. But anyway, doctor said I would be out for 6 to 8 weeks, which was the majority of our season at that point. And I ended up being back on the field within 5. Week 5 was our bye week, and I ended up suiting up that week and going to practice. And I was able to throw perfectly normal. I was able to have full range of motion. I was even able to tackle. And they said, the team ownership said, get cleared by your doctor. I didn't have my stitches out, by the way, which you're seeing now, I would imagine. Pictures without my dressing on. You can see at the top of these pictures, it looks like a little gap, or like where my skin's starting to spread, like up towards the top of my shoulder. And that's kind of actually a result of me rushing it too much. But for those of you guys who don't know, you're looking at this, you're going, where the hell's the stitches? I said the same thing. Just to let you know, when they do something like this, I guess they don't always stitch you. I did have one stitch, is what they call it. What they did was, if you look at this picture right here, you could, I don't know if you could see it or not, but there's a knot tied in to my upper pectoral area. And there's like a bunched up Chinese finger trap running through the actual center of the seam. Actually, I'm not even sure. I think it's actually folded skin. I never got really an answer from that. But there's a string that pretty much runs up. At midway, it crosses over to hold your skin together just in the middle. And then it goes back up and ties in a knot at the top. At that point, when I was playing, I didn't have my stitch taken out. So they said, get your stitch taken out, let the doctors clear you, and we'll let you play. Well, they had another bye week and 2 more weeks. I ended up going, getting cleared, still practicing this whole time. And when I came back, the doctors cleared me. I felt good enough. Danielle let me play. And they said, nope, we don't want you to. And I said, at that point I was tired of arguing with these people. I said, fine, you don't want me to play? Then fuck it, I'm out. Because I had to travel 40 miles every practice for practice. If you're not going to play me, and if I'm able to play, I'm not coming no more. Fuck you guys. And I bounced. But I ended up not playing the rest of the year, and talking to quite a few teams. And actually, during the off season, I was like, for those of you guys who don't understand semi-pro football in America, at least on the East Coast, I know. There's different kind of levels of semi-pro. It's not just like my next level up would be NFL. That's not how it is. Like pretty much it goes NFL, and then it's Canadian Football League, and then this other league that I was actually supposed to try out for a team. They're actually defending champions this year. Well, yeah. I was actually supposed to try out with them in January, and the week, it was like actually 4 days before the tryout. They invited me to a tryout for quarterback, and that Wednesday before the Saturday tryouts, they called me up and said, my boss called me up and said, hey, your schedule's changed. You don't have weekends off anymore. You have to work weekends or you lose your job. And I pretty much couldn't do football because I had to change my schedule. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to be playing football no more. Doesn't mean also, next year I might be playing football. I mean, hell, I've gotten phone calls recently from, a whole bunch of teams asking me to play again. If I'm going to play, because the league I played in last year, I broke my collarbone. They have till week 6 to sign me if I'm able to play. They call me. I've been getting phone calls every week asking me if I could come back. Reminding me I got till week 6 and all that stuff. But it's a matter of schedule right now. It doesn't mean I don't. I would love to play, but I mean, don't get that wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. You guys, if I go and play next year, I guess I'll still have the opportunity to play next year. what you're seeing right now is a picture of me last year at practice throwing football. But if I go play next year, I'm not going to stop doing YouTube. I have plenty of time. Football is just going to be another part of my life, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys along for that. This is all pending if my work schedule changes. But anyway, I hope you guys like this. I know it's a little something different than anything you've seen before on YouTube. I just felt like doing it because it's something I look forward to. I've wanted to do this even if I wasn't doing YouTube. I was going to put something like this on my Facebook. But like I said, I hope you guys like this. For those of you new subscribers, welcome aboard. This is me. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoy it just as well as I hope my subscribers before you guys enjoy it. And if you guys want some more of this kind of stuff, me talking about stories, I have plenty of stories to tell where I can do no gameplay and do pictures and stuff. If this is the kind of thing you guys like, just go ahead and let me know. I could do this all the time. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to click the like button and leave me the feedback. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.